We were very excited to get a short break, very happy to get a full training week in for the first time in 4, 5, 6 weeks. And I think that's led to a lot of optimism, confidence heading into the weekend, which is against a very strong opponent in a fantastic matchup.
All right, we'll go to questions. We'll go next to Grant Little.
Hi, Mark. Hope you're doing well. I wanted to piggyback off what you said there a little bit. You know, you go from a team that's played 5 games in 15 days to having almost 2 weeks off. Obviously, it was split up a little bit because you didn't know that the Washington game was going to be canceled. But can you take us through what that rest and recovery and then how you've been progressing through this rest period in this odd time during the season, right before a 1v2 matchup in Cary?
Yeah, we had 2 days off after OL Reign, and we had 3 days of training building up to the Spirit game. Once the Spirit game was called off, we took 2 days off, and now we've had a full training week this week before we travel tomorrow. The travel day obviously gives us a break off the pitch just to recharge, and we fire up tomorrow. I think for the mental, the emotional, for the loads of things that were getting empty because we were just emptying the tank, I think it's been healthy, and to get on the pitch tactically has been really, really good, and technical reps as well. We hadn't trained in a long time. It was game recover. All those things are great. Yeah, we're in this period, 2 or 3 week period when everyone comes back in. We got players returning from injury. We got players coming back from Olympics. We've got players that have been here. It's the most challenging part of the year. For a team that has such a true identity like us. So I think it's been important that for us as well to know it's not going to be perfect. It won't be perfect on Sunday. It won't be perfect the week after. When we're training in the FIFA day, it won't be perfect when we play Chicago away. But we're just trying to move forward. We're just trying to grow. When we look back at how we were last time we visited North Carolina, it's scary how far we've come. And the goal is to make sure we're looking back now after this game on Sunday. We look back in October, November as we analyze and prepare for playoffs and think, wow, we've moved forward again. So not trying to be perfect, just trying to grow, trying to get better. And we're ready to empty the tank on Sunday.
All right, just a reminder, if you have a question, please make sure to raise your hands. We'll go back to Grant.
I recently saw that you named the roster for the Netherlands women's national team for the upcoming qualifiers. I was wondering if you could just tell us a little bit about what your responsibilities are with them while also being with the Thorns, and if you're traveling with them, or any insights you have.
Just clarity on what you mean by traveling.
If you were going and coaching the Netherlands women's national team during this break, or if you were staying here.
Gotcha. Yeah, throughout this process, of course, my full-time responsibility is with the Portland Thorns, and also my responsibility of preparing for camp and being present at camp for the Netherlands is also there, because of the staff we have here, which is it's a well-oiled machine and a fantastic depth and quality in all of our staff. Everything has been smooth, but most importantly, in the Netherlands, the staff has remained very consistent. And there's been different periods where we've had a high volume amount of communication, and then there's other times where there's been low volume as we prepare. So I was involved fully with all of the staff as the selections were made and the scouting reports that have been done by this incredible staff there. And then after the game on North Carolina, I'll be heading off like the players for the FIFA date, getting ready for 2 World Cup qualifiers against Czech and Iceland. And after that, be landing back here with the players returning as we prepare for Chicago. It's an important period for us to be able to recharge a little bit here in Portland. The staff are over prepared in a sense to be able to continue moving us forward. Hopefully the break from my voice and face gives us some freshness as we head in towards this crunch part of the season.
All right, we will take a question from Melina next.
Thank you. Hi, Mark. Thank you for your time. Back in June, I remember that after the Thorns lost the match against North Carolina, you said that the team needed that kind of test. So do you take the next game as another test? And if so, what do you think the team needs to do differently this time to not fail this test? Thank you.
Yeah, being direct, I think that was the first and one of the only times we felt we were matched in how we see the game, in the things we value. I think it was a very even game, and one team was very good in the 18 and the other team was not so good. And I think when we break that down, we simplified it by one team being a bit more dangerous once they got into the right spots, and one team wasn't as dangerous. So what does that mean in principles? What does that mean in football actions? Yeah, we evaluate after that game, and of course we've focused on those areas now. But also we're on a journey of continuing to grow who we are, like always, and getting a full week of training has been critical. So it's not just been that area of the field. We really wanted to improve after the last game. And we really wanted to, with everyone back, reinforce who we are and how we play in all areas. And I think it's really clear for everyone how we play. You've seen us against some very, very good teams throughout this calendar year, and also in 2020 play very, very similar way with lots of high energy and personality and mentality to attack the opponent with and without the ball. So those things will still be there. But yeah, of course, we know there's areas here, especially away from home, that we do need to be good at if we want to succeed. And we also need to be good at to make sure we limit the opponent's strengths.